Alright, hello everyone, Krydax here with our Tuesday Satisfactory stream. So, welcome to everyone who's here on Twitch, and if you're watching on YouTube in the VOD, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and catch me live on Twitch. I usually stream... Oh yeah, I have the hover pack. I usually stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, most of the time, and then also on weekends. And recently I've been streaming some of the game, what's it called? Creeper World 4. I've always loved the Creeper World games, and it's been fun to play through Creeper World 4. It's the first three-dimensional of its kind, and essentially... Oh, you can't hover super fast. That's good to know. It's kind of like a tower defense game mixed with an RTS is maybe the best way I can describe it, but super fun. Highly recommend it. Check out my videos if you're curious, or check it out on Steam. It's got very good reviews because it's quite fun. So, in this episode, I think what I'm going to do is finally work on heavy modular frames because we need to improve that. So I'm going to pull up this production planner real quick. Did you know that you can support me on Patreon? Maybe someday. So I will add an item. We want the heavy modular frames. I need to reselect all of this. I wonder if you can like log in and save your production lines, potentially. Does look to be that way. And we want the items list, and I'm going to start with 5, but we might change that. And then we want belt speed, pipeline, that stuff doesn't matter. We don't want splitters and mergers showing up. And then, where are the alternate recipes? Here. So we're going to need a decent amount of alternate recipes to be used. First of which is heavy... What's it called? Heavy something frame? I forget what it's called. Heavy modular frame. Heat? No, that's a different one. Heavy encased frame. That is what it's called. Okay. So we want that recipe. It's just cheaper all around. And then... You know what I'm even starting to wonder is, could I just switch the current setup to use the different recipes? I'm not actually sure if that'll work, so we're not going to do that. So I'm going to switch, I'm just going to build a whole new setup for this. We're going to need modular frame. I think I decided I wanted to use the steeled frame version. And then we need encased... Wow, we are getting some serious lag. Encased industrial beam. We want the encased industrial pipe recipe. And then we want solid steel ingot recipe. And then I think those are all the recipes we're using, right? Oh yeah, and stitched iron plate. And then to make the wire, we want iron wire. So I think all put together, that should be 221 coal, 360 limestone, and 298 iron ore. Still seems fairly expensive. So let's just check the tree here. That's actually really hard to tell what's going on. Modular frame, 3 per minute. A little confused on what this is telling us, but I think items is just an easier view. So I think I got all the alternates. Is there anything else? We got the steel alternate. Iron plates we're making the normal way. Reinforced plates we got. I could do pure iron ingots. I'm trying to think if those are available in my game. Let me check. Iron ingot. We do have the pure iron ingot recipe, which is made in refineries and gets us more iron plates Or sorry, I mean iron ingots. Requires some amount of water. Is that worth it? No, we still have plenty of iron. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, so I think this is pretty much it for what we need. So I just need coal, limestone, and iron ore. So I'm going to go back to the game, and then I'll refer to that periodically as we build this. So I will turn Satisfactory back on, turn that window off, turn off the preview. Okay. So, oops, didn't mean to fall in there. So we're going to build up here on this third floor, and I'm guessing we're going to need some more space. And I'm going to need to bring in... Well, we're going to need power, that's for sure. But what I'm thinking is we're going to need to bring in a bunch of iron. So I probably will need to tap some new iron deposits or just do some overclocking. Trying to think. Let me throw the jetpack on real quick. And we'll go over and check on our current iron mining and see if we're fully overclocked. Okay, so we're going to use this wonderful tier 7 launcher, or I mean tier 5 belt, which shows up in tier 7 of research. And we can go so far. Hey, look, there goes our aluminum train. That's so fun to watch. Okay, so we've got very loud machine. You know, I'm going to turn the game audio down just a smidge. I think 90 actually feels about right. Okay, so this is 240 per minute. This is just 120. This is 240. So I'm going to overclock this one too. And what is... Let's see, that's 240, 240, 240. That's 720. And these belts... How much do these belts do? Belts are 780, so I can still do another 60. So 300 plus 240 is 540, plus 240 is 780. Okay, so all of this put together should be able to fit onto one conveyor belt Mark 5. So we're just going to upgrade all these up here to Mark 5. Oh, wait. I need to make sure they're all merging onto that one. Yeah, you know what I'll do is I'll just remove this belt and these guys for now. Eventually I might undo this once I have tier... What are they called? Tier 3 miners. Then we're gonna need more of these belts. But we'll just have all these merge into one. And then I'll upgrade this belt fully. Gosh, these tier 5 belts are awesome. Okay. Upgrade, and it looks like I'm gonna run out of the proper resource, which is the all-clad aluminum sheets. Okay, so all-clad aluminum sheets. Where did I put them? Is it here? Here. Found them. Okay, I'll take a bunch of stacks of those. The other nice thing about the all-clad aluminum sheets is they're back to stacking to 200. The encased industrial beams only stack to 100. Which is kind of annoying. It's the same thing with the reinforced iron plates. So tier 4 and tier 2 belts are actually the most annoying belts out of all of them because they require a resource that only stacks to 100, and that resource is kind of more expensive. Like, even though all-clad aluminum sheets are tough to make, they're not super expensive in terms of the raw resources. Okay, so we've got that belt all upgraded. But then we need a merger and a splitter. And we need to connect those up. Okay, that should do it. So I think I'm going to have plenty of excess iron ore. We do know that this is already an overflow because that's a smart splitter, so left output is overflow. So I will take that and split from the overflow. And we need to delete that thing. And then this will be the iron that goes up and makes heavy modular frames. So my disorganized mess of a base is not best here. But we basically need this to come out. And then maybe a conveyor lift up here. And then we'll go up. I guess I should get the hover pack back out. And then we'll connect this over here, but that's too long. So we're gonna need some stackable conveyor poles. Encroaching clearance, of course. Of course you're encroaching clearance. Alright, let's rotate this. You know, what am I doing? This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. We have the belt right here. I can just split it off right here. And then we'll put a lift up to this level. Hopefully that can make it over here. It can. Okay. So then we'll put all that on a stackable pole a little bit above. Connect that up. And this should give us access to all the iron we need in the world. And then we'll need some limestone, which I'll deal with in a second. Once I get rid of these foundations. So limestone, we're gonna need a bunch of it, 360. So I might need to go tap a new limestone node. I think there's some out there. And then coal is a bit tricky because we only have so much. But right now, most of it is going... Let me try and think. We've got steel pipes and steel beams and encased industrial beams. Now, unless I'm forgetting something, all of that... Okay, I guess a little bit of the coal is going to make stators, which makes motors. But that's it. The rest of it is going towards the the heavy modular frames. So when we start the new heavy modular frames, we'll be able to use mostly just the new coal. And if I'm remembering correctly, the coal node out on the edge of, the coal node is like, it's over here, I think. If I'm remembering correctly, that's a pure node, which means fully overclocked. A Mark II miner should be able to handle 240 times 2.5, which is actually 600. So I do need to go upgrade the coal belt, and we can actually get more coal per second out of it, I think. Let me just make sure I have enough. I think that's enough. I'll go grab a few more all-clad sheets. But, I think that should do it. So we'll grab a few more aluminum sheets, and then get some more coal per second on lockdown. And then once we've got that, then we'll just need to grab some limestone. And I think I might tap a new limestone node. But I can probably mostly reuse what I'm doing already, just because what I'm doing already is mostly going towards heavy modular frames. Because now that I'm not building tier 4 belts at all, I'm just building Mark 5 belts, I really don't need a lot of... Oh, shoot. We have to be close to the power lines to keep floating. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is most of my concrete is currently going towards encased industrial beams and heavy modular frames anyway. So, yeah, this coal is always closer than I think it is. So yeah, now we can get 600 per minute, which I think is more than enough coal if I'm not using anything other than coal for stators, because I think we only needed like 300, is that right? So. Oh man, I wish this was like a jetpack, where if you get going really fast, you can maintain the speed. But alas, you cannot. Okay, let me... Sorry, I've got some lag. I don't know what's going on here. Let me see if I can close anything out. My potato computer just really doesn't like having Google Chrome open at the same time as Satisfactory and OBS. Okay, this is Mark 5. Looks like everything's Mark 5 all the way here. And then this is a splitter, right? Yep. So we'll have a conveyor lift right there. Go up. And there we go. Okay, so we've got coal, we've got iron, and finally we need whatever it's called, concrete, limestone. So I'm gonna do a limestone scan real quick. We'll see what we've got. It looks like there's some right there. I can see it. I can literally just see it from here. That's funny. I don't think I knew there was limestone right there until just now. So we'll just tap that node, and then we might still need some more depending on what we have to overclock, but let's check on our fuel. We need a little bit more. I want to have 200 in my inventory. Okay, and then we'll do a little jetpacking over here. And let me guess, it's an impure node. It is. Dang it. Okay, well, an impure node should be fine. Let's see, is that fine? No. Maximum of 300. But that's okay, we'll just add that to the other limestone, and that should make up enough. I do need an equipment workshop to make 2 of the portable miners, though. I just tried to click the middle mouse button, because that's what you do in Factorio. When you look at an ore, you can just click the middle mouse button, and it'll automatically pick the building that can mine that thing. And what's really cool about it, and I don't know if this is set by the mods, but even in like the Pyanodons mod pack, which has a ton of different ores and different buildings that are needed to mine those ores, it still selects the right building. It doesn't just automatically select the normal ore miner. So I don't know if that's something the mod creators do or if it just does it automatically, but it's pretty sweet. But this is a stream about Satisfactory, not Factorio, so I won't talk too much more about Factorio, but man, is Factorio great. Alright, so we'll go to this location, and then we'll switch back to our hover pack, which is super handy. Oh, and I never overclocked this, so I should probably do that. So fully overclocked. we get, oh, 150. That's not the number I thought it would be. That's even worse. Okay. Well, it's something. We will definitely have to add in some other limestone. But I think it's probably enough combined with the other ones that I have. But we'll definitely need to supplement that. And I'm not sure about... I actually don't want to have it here. I think I'm going to bring it over because I'm going to expand this further in this direction. So this will just get in the way. So I'll have this come over to here. I think, yeah, this is fine. And then we'll bring the conveyor lift up. Didn't do a good job there, apparently. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? So we'll do 7. We'll line this up here. We'll build a belt going that way, and then I can build a conveyor lift down. That lines up. Perfect. Alright. That'll do it. Okay, so we've got that, and then we're going to need a merger right here. And I will merge the other limestone, which it looks like is all coming here. So we'll have to upgrade that belt too. Looks like it's all Mark III, which is probably fine for now. So we'll put a splitter here. Mark III connected to that merger. So that'll be all of our extra limestone. Okay, so now we're ready to start building all the buildings. So let me check on the iron. The number we need is 300. Oh, sorry. That's, yeah, 298.477. So 300 iron ingots per minute. So I'm going to build some more power lines here, just to help my hover pack out. And then we need smelters. Let's see, production. Wow, am I blind? Where's smelter? It's not there. Here it is. Okay, so each one of these, and I think I will kind of go on the edge here. Ooh, almost fell. 1, 2, these do, is it 30 or 60? I can't ever remember. Yeah, these do 30 each. So I need 10 smelters. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It actually fits just about perfectly. And then we'll power them up with some power poles here, and then maybe a couple over here. Make sure those are connected. Okay, so then splitter. We'll have these lined up. This is so much easier to line up. Look at this. This is great. We do want that one to be turned sideways, though. Like that. Alright. And splitter. Okay. So then we can connect this guy to the front. Now I am going to go old school and just use Mark I belts for all these connections. Because even a Mark 1 belt is double what we need, so I could even overclock every single one of these smelters to 2 power shards, and this belt would still be fast enough, so... Feels like a waste to use anything else, but then I'll just do Mark 5 belts in between. It's only a few aluminum sheets anyway, so... It's nice to see it zoom along and go fast. Okay, so those will all fill up. And then we need to copy and paste all of our settings. Which again, it just doesn't work right. Sometimes I hit Control V and it like doesn't properly register. I don't know if it's because I'm not holding control long enough. That seemed to work pretty well. Okay. And then power everything up. Alright, there we go. So that's 300 iron ingots per minute, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay, so then we need foundries. Oh, first we need mergers. So we're gonna merge all of this. Going this direction. And that one will go sideways. There we go. Again, I'm just going to connect Mark 1 belts to the outputs because the most lever output is 30 without any overclocking, so that should be fine. But we'll do Mark 5 belts here, and there we go. So that should do it for iron ingots, and now I need foundries. Let me pull up the list. We need 332 steel ingots. Oh, did I just... No, thank goodness. I thought I escaped the production planner and I was gonna have to redo it. No, I just minimized, which was the right thing to do. Okay, so I need 332. So looking at foundries, and I think I'm going to line them up right here. Is that leaving myself enough space? Yeah, I might need to move the power poles back, but that's enough room for the 2 lines. There's also coke steel ingot, which is kind of interesting, but I don't think it's that great because you use petroleum coke. And then compacted steel is interesting because it uses compacted coal, but then you're using sulfur, which is, from what I hear, a pretty rare resource because you need it for batteries. So, you save some iron either way, but I think solid steel ingot's the way to go. Still. Because even with coke steel ingot, you're not saving on iron compared to solid steel ingot. Solid steel ingot only needs, what is it, like 13-ish? Iron ore to make 20 steel ingots. So, solid steel ingot's pretty solid, I guess you could say. Ha. Okay, so each foundry is 60, and we need a bunch more rotors, first of all. But I think 6 foundries is going to be all I need. Rotors. Where even are rotors? I know they're down here. Also, I don't know if there's a hotkey to, like... There you go. Okay, so if you double tap crouch, it just drops you, which is helpful sometimes. So rotors are right here, and I'll just grab 200. Okay, so we need 6 foundries. And modular frames too. I guess I should have checked on that. Modular frames. Hey look, they're actually starting to back up. That's interesting. Or I guess that's just for the modular frame storage container. We still have not backed up on heavy modular frames, and we are nowhere near doing that. But we'll grab 100 more modular frames too. And while I'm here, what else do foundries need? Just want to make sure I'm not running out of anything else. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. So 6 foundries will make us all the steel that we need. And we'll use the coal for that as well. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so then splitter for coal will be the close one. It'll go here. I missed. The inertia on the hover pack is a little bit too large. Given what you use it for, I feel like it should slow you down faster. Now these need 40 per minute, so I'm gonna go with Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 1. I will just do Mark 1. We do leave room to overclock all of these 50% without upgrading the belts, so that's fine. Generally, if the belt would be used fully by a construction line, I use the next tier belt just because sometimes you want to overclock things and you don't want belts being the thing that slow you down if you want to overclock stuff. But in this case, we could overclock at least 50%, so that's fine. Oh man, that's not the right spot. Anyway, what I was saying about the inertia... Also, what did I just deconstruct? It happened again. Did I just deconstruct some random power line? Ugh, that's so annoying. It doesn't look like it, though. I deconstructed something. Oh, maybe it was just the... No, it's not that conveyor pole. Oh, it was this foundation. Okay. Sometimes I accidentally deconstruct the wrong thing, and that is not good. Okay, we'll put this here, and then attach that in. Anyway, when you're building, you want... Like, when you stop moving, it continues kind of sliding for a little bit, and that makes it harder to build precisely. So I think the best design would be if the inertia kind of slowed down faster, so you didn't slide as far. Kind of feels like you're on ice a little bit. And I think that's just not a great mechanic for a jetpack. There was actually a Factorio mod that had like a jetpack Factorio mod that I actually really liked as well. But it had the same issue where like you kept moving after you stopped moving. And as much as that kind of feels maybe a little bit accurate in terms of like how a jetpack might work or a hover pack might work, it's just honestly pretty annoying to try to build factories while you keep sliding every time you stop moving. Because when you're on the ground, right, if you run around and you let go of the movement key, you immediately stop moving. So it's a small annoyance, but that would be maybe a recommendation I have for the devs to change. And maybe they don't want to change it. Maybe they like that downside. They do seem to like downsides to equipment. The fact that you can't like equip a gas mask and the Blade Runners is something that many of us players still don't really understand the fun behind that, but they haven't changed it, so I guess they like it that way. Back to the construction lines. We've got all of our steel now. So then the other thing I need... So I think I'll process the steel next. So we just need a ton of steel pipes. 222 steel pipes. So we're gonna need constructors. And I don't know it exactly how many. So one constructor can handle, ooh, just 20. So that's 12 constructors. Conveniently, the only place that steel is going is to steel pipes. Let me double check on that, but I think that's true. Yes, the only place that steel is going is steel pipes, and we need exactly twice as many constructors as foundries. So what I will do, rather than having... I don't actually know if it's a better choice or not, but I was thinking I would just have each foundry have its own splitter, rather than having the manifold splitting, which is where you like have it all join one line. Okay, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe I should just do the manifold. Because, like, this one would be going to, like, these two, which feels a little far away. So we'll just do the manifold. So merger, merger, merger. Merger. And then splitter. So I'm going to move these constructors back a couple squares just to save space. I don't really need all the squares. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, I think is perfect. Because then I can put the splitter right here, still have plenty of space for everything. So I'll deconstruct all those. And then we'll build 10 more, or I mean 11 more. How many? Yeah, 12. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I might have only built 11 before. This feels like less. But, yeah. I realized these are not lined up properly. There we go. Okay. So then our splitters will be lined up right here with the edge, kind of on the edge of that foundation. That one will come in from the right side, the rest come in from the left. Splitter, splitter. We will keep splitting. Splitting so many things. Okay, and then we need to connect everything up. So Mark 1 is fine. And we'll do Mark 5 to connect all these up. I could use Mark 3, but I'm happy to use Mark 5. That's fine. Go back to... Oh, I missed the 2 square mark. So the reason 2 squares is important is because that will give you an exact right angle turn. So if I go in a straight line and then I go 2 squares back right there, then we have that nice right angle turn like so. And then these are making steel pipes, and they each need 30 per minute, so again, conveyor belt Mark 1s should be fine. This is gonna feel so good once it's running. Holy cow. Okay, we're gonna need like 500,000 concrete constructors though. I wonder, do I have wet concrete yet? Did I ever unlock that? Oh, I do. I should just do that. What am I doing with my life? I need water, though. That's kind of annoying. But, I mean, it's actually not too crazy, even in terms of the space. You know, if you think about, like, okay, let's say I think I need 360 per minute, which is 10, 20, 24 constructors. Or 5 refineries. You know, and like honestly, 5 refineries doesn't sound too bad, and the amount of concrete we use, or limestone we use, is like half. exactly half. Because normally 6 limestone would only get you 2 concrete, but with water added in, it gets you 4. So, and the power usage, again, it's not as bad as it looks because, you know, we would need 5 constructors to match the production rate per minute, and 5 constructors is 20 megawatts, and a refinery is it 50? No, it's only 30. So 20 versus 30, it's not all that different. It does cost a little bit of power to get the water, I guess, but I think I'm honestly just going to use wet concrete, because that'll save on limestone as well. And I didn't even think about this, but when you factor in the power cost of the limestone ore itself, then you're also saving some amount of power because you're using less limestone. So that needs to be factored in as well. And I'm just going to throw a couple power poles in this region. Connect them all up to this power pole. Okay. All powered up. That should do it. And these are making steel pipes. Copy. Paste. Again, Control V. Just acts weird for some reason. I'm holding Control longer now, and that seems to be doing the trick. Okay, steel pipes, good to go, up to 240 per minute. And the nice thing is we already have water right down there, so we can bring water over and use one of those Mark II pipes. Or, sorry, Mark II pumps to get water up here for the concrete. Okay, so this is all steel pipes. Now, what else do I have to do? So let me just kind of talk through this here. So we need limestone to turn into concrete, and all of that concrete either goes to encased beams or modular frames, heavy modular frames. Then steel pipes, that goes to 3 places. We need steel pipes for the modular frames, we need steel pipes for the heavy modular frames, and we need them for the encased industrial beams. But the steel only goes to making steel pipes, so we already got that figured out. The iron, we actually need 30 iron plates per minute, plus some steel pipes. Or wait, no, how does it go? Oh, sorry, stitched frames. We need to make some iron wire, and then we need to make some iron plates. So 60 wire and 30 plates. So let's do that real quick. That'll be just a couple constructors. And I just realized iron should not be going. Which direction do I have this iron going? Yeah, that's completely the direction. We're going to want it to come out that end. So I need to deconstruct all these mergers, which is unfortunate. But I am very thankful for the group deconstruct option that we now have. And then merger, we want to go to the left now on all of these. And thank goodness now we can snap mergers to the end of belts. Didn't used to be able to do that. So that way we can easily line this all up again. And I won't have to rebuild the belts that go into the smelters. There we go. Okie dokie. So, constructor-wise, probably gonna need, is that 2 or 3? What's the rate here? On plates. 20. I said I needed 30. Yeah. So 2 for plates. I'm guessing it's going to be 2 for wires. Ooh, actually 3 for wires. So these will all be making wire. Put a merger here. These 2 will be making plates. And this is the output. We will actually have a splitter. So that iron will go towards making steel. That's why I had it going that direction. We do need iron over here. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so we'll bring it back over the top. So I wasn't totally crazy. I should listen to past Krydax a little better. Okay, so splitter. We'll just have these do the regular splitting thing. And Mark 1 is fine. These can use at most 30, these can use at most 12, so yeah, more than enough. At this point I'm just using Mark 5 belts because they look cool. Let's be honest. Okay, so hook those up. We need to power all these buildings. Okay, they're running now. That's good. And then we need iron to go back up over all this stuff. So we'll run these in front, and I'm hoping they won't claim that they're encroaching clearance of the smelters, but we might be too close. Oh, thank goodness we're not. Okay. So we'll run the iron up here, and that will go back to the steel production. And what we'll do is we'll have the splitters 2 squares away. I think I've worked that out before. That seems to be okay. And then enter from that direction. Maybe it should have been 3, but I don't know. Again, I will complain about how I have to rotate these. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why does the rotation not stay the same when you build 2 splitters on top of each other? Doesn't make sense to me. It just don't. Okay, we'll attach those. And then Mark 1. Yeah, maybe this was too close. I mean, obviously I'll deconstruct the lower splitters, but I mean, it fits. It's not too steep, so that's the main thing that would mess me up. So deconstruct that one, that one, that one. And then we connect them all up with these belts, which they're clipping a little bit, but it's just the frame. You know, it's not like actually the moving part of the belt or the items, which I'm more okay with. Speaking of clipping, I still haven't fixed the belt that the train just goes like literally straight through. So I should probably do that at some point. But yeah, okay, so now we've got our steel ingots flying at Mach 10. Gosh, they're moving so fast. I'm actually starting to feel like yeah, I mean, here for sure, they would literally just fly off the edge. Like these walls should be almost like a water slide where, like, they just can't escape because they're going so fast. Alright, so now we're making steel pipes, we're making iron plates, we're making iron wire. Over there. So I need the plates and the wire to make reinforced iron plates. And I need only 10 per minute of those. That's surprising. I guess that's what's so awesome about the steel to frame recipe, if we look at it. Yeah, we need even less reinforced plates than normal. Although I guess you normally only need 3 to make 2. For some reason I thought it was less. But in this case we only need 2 to make 3. So this is a ratio of 1.5 reinforced plates. This is a ratio of 0.66. So it's actually less than half of what I would normally need. But then we're using steel pipes instead of iron rods, which is fine, I guess. And I can't remember, did I try the alternate recipe for iron rods instead, using a steel ingot? I can't remember if that was better or worse. I think it might have been worse. Well, let's see, just thinking about iron, this is going to require how many to make 3? So 10 pipes to make 3, which is going to be 15 steel ingots to make 3, which is 5 steel ingots per modular frame. This one would require only 1.5 steel ingots per frame. But we need 1.5 reinforced plates instead of 0.66. So, not exactly sure of the math on that, but all that being said, we will need a couple assemblers here. And I think I'll put them on this end, because then these will have to feed into assemblers for whatchamacallits. Encased, or no, the modular frames. Because these will be making stitched iron plates. And I do think 2 is enough, right? I said I only needed, yeah, 8.9. So these are more than enough. And we just need a splitter here. See, I just moved 1 pixel like a long time after I stopped. And that's really bothering me, actually. Maybe more than it should be. Okay, rates here. We can use Mark 1 belts to go in. This can be Mark 1 belts because we don't even need another splitter, technically. Put that one up there. Connect that with Mark 1, connect this with Mark 1. And then this one I will connect back, and this one I will connect up, which doesn't quite work. Yeah, that was a bad idea. We'll just connect this one over. And then this one will be on a stackable pole. And go back down there. Perfect. I really didn't need Mark 5 belts, but what are you gonna do? Sue me. Okay, iron wire, iron plate, and these need to connect up their outputs. Gosh, look at this is all we used to have. Look at how slow these are compared to this. Blazing fast. I love it. Okay. Enough jibber jabber. So we've got power to our stitched plates. Connect that up over there. Okay, so we've got stitched plates going. And now we need modular frames. Looking back at our list, we need 13.333 of those. So that's going to be 5. Because 4 would only make 12. I could do 4 and a single overclock, a single shard. But I think I'm doing this without shards. So these are making steel pipes, so we will need steel pipes and stitched beams. Or stitched plates. So I think what I'll do is I'll have the merger right here. And then that'll come around. And then these assemblers will be like closer to the steel pipe output area. They'll kind of be along here. And I just said I needed how many? And that is definitely not enough space. Because we need space for 2 splitters behind each assembler. Because there's two different types of thing. I think I said I needed 5 because there's 3 each. 4, 5. Okay. Right. Perfect. And then we'll have these stitched plates coming around this building. And the splitter for those will be, I guess, as close as humanly possible. No reason to waste space. Ooh, I'm out of iron plates. That's a new one. I haven't run out of iron plates for a while. Good thing we're crafting some right here. Look at that. I'll just take a few. Okay, a couple more splitters. And for steel frame, yeah, we need a very small amount per minute. So these can all just have Mark 1s. Which, I gotta say, they did a good job with the conveyor belt snapping. You just kind of double click in there and it just works magically. Which is very nice. Okay, Mark 5 belts. And that's it. And then we need mergers for all of these guys. Now, is that leaving myself enough space? It is. Yes. Okay, merging 12 constructors worth. I'm surprised, and I feel like maybe I'm speaking to ignorance here, but I didn't see any in the unlockable tiers. I'm surprised there aren't constructor Mark IIs. I feel like they used to exist in like the game code, but they've never actually been a part of the game. It feels like somewhere around even like tier 4 or 5 you should get constructor Mark IIs. Or even just unlock recipe Mark II, where like it's the same recipe but it takes in a bunch more at a time and outputs a bunch more at a time, and like just overall is faster parts per minute. I don't know. It just feels weird that you're using, 12 constructors in a row without any option for advancement. Okay, and then we'll need a splitter for these pipes, and some of them will go this direction because we will have a splitter. We'll do 3 squares this time, facing in. Now the rotation seems to be backwards at first, but then it is correct when I built the second one, so I'll take it. And then Mark 1, down in. I think this is easily the biggest build we've done so far in this game. I'm kind of proud of the way it's looking. It's quite neat so far. This is definitely the neatest thing I've done. Not neat in terms of cool, but neat in terms of, like, everything's actually laid out in straight lines, which is not how I've been doing things, if you've been paying any attention. And it's weird that this can't go out that way. So I think we have to do that. There we go. Okay, and then these conveyor belts attach, 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 and there we go, and then power. Make sure we got power pole connections going on here. All right, that should do it. Modular frames, all the modular frames. Sweet. Okay, and we'll merge all of those in this direction. Beautiful. So we've got modular frames completed. Well, okay, not quite. Let me connect up the belts and then we can say they're completed. Don't want to get ahead of myself. And then we need concrete beams. That's the wrong button. Concrete beam. Oh, and encased beams. That's the thing we haven't done yet. So now I need concrete, and I need 360 per minute. So we are going to need some refineries. I'm going to need 5 refineries, which I need some more motors for. So I'm going to grab those real quick. And then let's see, we also need to pipe the water up here. So we'll need to pipe water up and do 5 refineries. And I think I want to put them going this direction as well. So right about maybe here. And we'll leave enough room for some pipes to go between that if necessary. Oh, that's backwards though. So we'll build that one so we can remember where we had them, because I actually like that spacing. So 2, 3, and we'll need a few more foundations here. 4, 5. Okay, so we'll pipe in the water, and then the limestone that we need will be a lot less. Oh, hold on. I'm a dummy. We need 360 limestone, but we only need 120 concrete. So that would actually only be 8 constructors. Is it still worth doing wet concrete? I think it is. The good news is it means I only need 2 refineries, though. I'm tempted to just do a single overclock or power shard, and then that gets me exactly the amount of concrete I need from just one building, but 2 is not that much worse. I'll save on power shards for now. But we do need to bring the water over. So we'll do that. Okay, so this needs to be a junction. And then, let's see. We can fly up here. Oh man, it's so laggy. Sorry, everybody. I need to minimize the other thing. For some reason, that web page takes a lot of RAM to have open. We actually want this to be a little lower. Right there. And then, can we connect that? Or is that too far? It's too far. Okay. Okay, so we'll connect right here. We'll go up a few squares first. We'll do that cool vertical mode. It looks like this is happy to fill completely up because the water's actually coming from up there. I do think the gravity of the situation has an impact. Okay, that pipe is still too long. So this is 5 stacked on top. So let's build 5 right underneath here. See if that works. From there to there. It does. And then we'll connect these two like so. And then we'll see if this fills up with water or not. It looks like it does, actually. That's impressive. And then we'll connect that to here. And we'll connect that one to up here so we can line this up perfectly. Ah, not quite close enough to the edge. Beautiful. That gets connected to here. Surely this is not going to fill up with water, is it? Aha. Wait, no, maybe it is. Oh, okay, not quite. So I think what that means... Whoa, that's kind of weird. Where's the water going? So I think what that means is that somewhere along this stretch of verticality is where we're losing the gravity. So if I build a pump right here, I think this will work. Why are these unpowered, by the way? Is that intentional? These don't even have a recipe selected. Definitely think that was an oversight. Maybe that somehow accidentally got... I have no idea. Or just never powered up in the first place. Now it's not going to be very important because those are going to be useless here in a few minutes, but that should start running. Yeah, okay, now this is full. Sweet. Okay, we're almost there, And then we want to build these stackable supports. Connect up with water. We need the splitters. I'm gonna do the diagonal. Maybe I won't. I'll do sideways. And then for this one, I actually want the conveyor 2D because I want the belt to be able to fit underneath. Okay, why don't I see water in here? Oh, because they're not powered on. I guess they have to be powered on to receive water. And then limestone, where on earth did I have that? Over here. Okay, so then we need a splitter. Right here. We'll just use Mark 5 belts, that's fine with me. We'll put this here. And voila. I think if we just add some power, this should equate to having lots of concrete. Sweet. And then we only need 100 and... is it 180 limestone per minute instead of 360? So that saves me a lot of limestone. Definitely worth it, I think. So there's our concrete figured out. So concrete plus pipes equals encased beams. So that's the next thing I need. Maybe I can put those here. And how many do I need for that? Each one of these is 4 per minute, which is really slow. And I need 16.7 encased industrial beams. So that's 5 of these. 3, 4, 5. Okay, this power pole is almost certainly going to get in the way. And maybe put one right here instead. Alright, so encased industrial pipes need pipes and concrete. So the pipes can come through this little alleyway here. Concrete's right there. But the modular frames here also need a way to get out. So maybe I will have the modular frames come around the back here. They'll actually come the other direction. And... yeah, I think I'm gonna move these over a little bit. We'll just leave a little alleyway there for the modular frames to come through. And then might need a little bit more space. I guess we'll see. I should just be able to merge the concrete there. Then we can have a splitter right up next to this. And the second one... oh, it's actually rotated correctly for some completely unknown reason. Put that splitter there, and then this one just barely fits properly, so I'll take it. And then connect all these up. I've given up on Mark 1 belts. Sue me. There's a lot of stewing that I've requested, so maybe that's not a good thing to request live on stream. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So everything's got 4. So then the concrete will go into a splitter. Which I oriented wrong, I guess. Oh no, this is coming out. Okay. So it'll go into a splitter right here then. So this will be for the concrete. What is going on? Is that still facing the wrong way? It is. There we go. There we go. And then this one is the input for pipes. Will come out here. Come around this side of the building. And this is where the pipes need to connect. Let's see, let's try to get this too tall. Maybe out here. There we go. And I want this to move over here. Beautiful. Okie dokie, so we've now got the steel pipes running along, so now we can get all of the encased industrial pipes that we need to... aha. I have made a goof. I think I needed slightly more than 16 of these, didn't I? Yeah, I needed 16.6. So I'm going to settle for just a little bit of overclocking. So if one of these has 5, then that's plenty. Because that's 17 total. So then that's all the pipes that we need. So we have pipes, encased beams, modular frames, and concrete. I believe we are ready for our manufacturers, the final steps, and we can put a pin in this and be happy with our 5 heavy modular frames per minute at a steep discount. Like, these 5 heavy modular frames are actually not going to be that much more expensive than the 2 heavy modular frames that I was previously building. They're just... these recipes make things so much cheaper. Which means I probably could have done more than 5, to be honest, but I'm fine with where things are at. I think I need a little bit more space than that. At least one more layer. I also don't know how many manufacturers I'm going to need. And I'm running out of power out here. I need some more power connection. Let's see. There we go. So, manufacturers need how much? Or, I mean, how many can they make per second? 2.813. That is a very strange number, but it's more than half of what we need, so I just need some more cables. We've actually run out of cables. That's impressive. Okay, cables. Probably grab a little bit of everything here. Except the stuff I don't need. Okay, cables, and then... I do have enough of the other stuff. What's cool about the hover pack, unlike the jetpack, is that there's no limit on how much you can move vertically, because with the jetpack you can only get so much height before you run out of kind of the jet fuel stuff. So this is nice. And then how are we gonna handle the splitting? I guess we'll figure it out. I think I'll do what I've done before, which is three poles, and then one of the conveyor poles. And we'll just split off into each row from that. So this will go right here. 7. Okay, and then we do need a merger for the encased industrial beams. I think I'll be able to build the belts inside of there, but I guess we'll see. Yes, just barely. I think it would be encroachment issues, but I do wish you could just snap mergers directly to, or splitters directly to assemblers. Or no, I did mean mergers, actually. Yeah, mergers are what you'd want. Okay, so put concrete there. We'll have a splitter for the pipes. And then the modular frames are where? They're back here. So I said I was going to switch the direction of these. And we will... oh, shoot. I don't want to deconstruct all of that. Just these. So then these guys, we want to go left. This one I actually want to go out, and this one I want to go right. Okay, perfect. Then this will go out this direction. And this is the top one. This will go up here. And it looks like I'm just barely going to run out of all-clad aluminum sheets, so I'll grab a few more of those. And then we can finish up this build. I'm actually impressed. I didn't know if we'd finish the whole thing in one episode. It's definitely a big build. Alright, all-clad sheets. Ooh, we have built up quite a few of them. They're actually almost backed up, which is a good problem to have. Alright, so now we just need to connect these three. All the way across. Okay. And then I will just use the hover pack to establish where the splitters go on each one. So we'll do the right side for modular frames. We'll do this one. And then the second place. Why is there nothing on that belt? There should be something on that belt. Oh shoot, I missed. I wanted the concrete belt. What's supposed to be on this bottom one? Oh, have I not powered these up? That's the problem. I need power. 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 All the power. Okay. So then splitter on the concrete belt. There and there. And then finally splitter on the whatever this is, encased industrial beam belt down there. Okay, I'm still not seeing any. Why is this? Okay, we just didn't connect any of the conveyors. Oh, this one, the steel pipe, isn't connected. There we go. Okay, that seems to be doing it. Sweet. Alright, now we connect these up. This is a very satisfying moment. Ah, look at that. It's beautiful. Alright, now we need to power these up. Oh, I missed. Just built a new power pole. Alright, look at them go. Heavy modular frames are actually happening. We're short some encased industrial beams, though. I just want to make sure these are all going at 100%. Looks like they are, so we just need to wait for them. Also, these are slightly overproduced, because these need to be 2.5 per minute each. So that'll drop down their requirements just a tad. But yeah, that'll do it. And so then what we'll do is put a merger here. Going that direction. And connect this back to the area. Oops. Wow. I could have just fallen to my death. We want to connect this back to over there, essentially, because that's where we're currently making them. So I think I'll make like a conveyor pole here. Attach that. And then this whole manufacturer can just go away. And we'll connect that there. They dropped me some goodies. Apparently I have too much in my inventory. Let's get rid of this coal and limestone and iron. And hopefully we'll see some heavy modular frames flying down the conveyor belt here. Oh, I must have missed them. Oh, there one goes. There's three. Three at a time, I guess. Sweet. Okay. Well, that was a lot of work, but we did accomplish something big. And our power usage is going to be a little bit higher for a while. So the other thing I can do that's nice about this is I can put a splitter on this encased industrial beam line, do a priority splitter, so it'll always feed these first, but then I can put the rest in my storage. And I could do the same thing with modular frames. At this point in the game, I'm not going to need tons of modular frames anyway, but it's an option. So. Alright. Oh, this feels so good. Man, all of this, let's do a little overview here. See how high I can fly. Ooh, we can get pretty high. I wonder if that's just because I'm over a refinery. I wonder if it has to do with building distance. Yeah, I think it does. Okay, so just kind of a brief overview of what we've done here. So we set up, I think it was 10 smelters, smelting iron ore, which it currently looks like I'm actually running low on. So I'm going to have to deal with that. So 12 smelters smelting iron ore, or 10, I mean, all into iron ingots, most of which is going to make steel, some of which is going to make iron plates and iron wire. The iron plates and iron wire get combined into reinforced iron plates. Those reinforced iron plates get combined with steel pipes, which are being made from the steel ingots, to make modular frames right here. And then we have 2 refineries using water and limestone to make concrete at a much reduced price. And then we have these 4 assemblers making encased industrial beams out of pipes and concrete. And then the modular frames come around the side, and then everything, pipes, modular frames, concrete, and encased beams are all combined to make heavy encased frames. So we're a little short on iron, it looks like right now, but it's mostly running at 100%. All the numbers are good, and we can get up to 5 heavy frames per second. So, sweet. And I think it's just about time for me to call it a stream. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And I just went into pipe on accident, but that's fine. And in the next episode, hopefully on Thursday, we'll be... I think I'm going to start working towards nuclear power. Because I've never actually gotten to... Well, I can't remember. I might have gotten just barely to nuclear power before. Way back in the day, so they've updated the nuclear power stuff quite a bit since the last time I played. That's for sure. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, and I will see you all next time.